Alright, this is Gabe. I haven't practiced this, and I'm gonna try to do it all in one go, so we'll see how this turns out. This is my presentation, The Scientific Revolution, changing the world one mind at a time. Alright, so what led to the scientific revolution? We got the printing press. So with that, there's the quicker spread of ideas, namely religious ones, and writers are able to get their ideas out. Literacy is encouraged. We got Greek, Roman, and Islamic sciences, which weren't really like the things that come up in the scientific revolution aren't necessarily new ideas. They've been around. They're just more popular, and there were new ideas, but they find their base in those sciences. There's a new economic climate. Farmers have more belongings. It's not like they just have like a shack and a pot to their name anymore. And then before this, the age before this is called the Dark Ages. So you know, with those Dark Ages, we're able to come into this enlightenment, and that's nice. All right, we got some thinkers. We got Galileo, who was famous with for his work with optics, like telescopes. He had some neat findings on gravity, planetary motion, and today he's pretty popular because he was condemned by the Catholic Church for what we now see is for believing in what we now see is the truth. I think it's pronounced Descartes or Descartes. I don't know. He was called like the father of modern philosophy. Refused to trust his own sentences or his own senses, and that you know that he kind of shows us the importance of skeptical review here in the scientific revolution. Then we have John Locke, who I think was a proponent of deism, and he said faith was really unnecessary. Maybe it wasn't deism, but he said faith is unnecessary because you can find what you need to know in life through reason. So that's pretty neat. We have some effects. The revolution was popular. It was, you know, people. It was popular. Learning spread. We see institutes sprout up. There are lectures, manuals. These are all ways that this information that these thinkers and people come up with is spreading throughout the public and diffusing into the public. We start to see witchcraft die down because it's a more reasonable time. And same thing with doctors. Witch doctors are kind of people with their fancy magic spells are going away, and we're seeing more scientific doctors. There's some Christian conflict. We have some conflicting information with sin versus the Catholic view is humans are basically sinful and they need that redemption from whatever figure, and then this enlightenment thinking we're starting to see is humans are basically good, and then different things happen to make them otherwise, I guess. And then we have the Enlightenment, which was kind of a big deal. We see new discoveries in like elements in social sciences, but we don't have any huge, breakthroughs, because this is kind of like the kind of aftermath of the scientific revolution. Like I said before, humans are basically good. Less people are putting less trust in blind faith, and the church is kind of coming under attack for this. And this thinking spread to women. They start to think, or they start to, ask for equal rights and equal property rights, and the same political rights for women. And we start to see journals for women and by women. And another big effect of the Enlightenment and kind of during this scientific revolution time is we see these changes, and that kind of manifests itself in the family structure changing, where it's moving more towards like what we see. I think it's called the European family, or the English family or something, and it's like more focus on the nuclear family, later marriage, that kind of stuff. So, how does this change people's views? Views of the species, like I said a couple times before, humans are basically good, that kind of stuff. Um, less trust in faith, more reason. The world, that's there's a lot of change in the world during this time. We got your new inventions, your new discoveries about what makes the world tick. We have I forget his name, but that guy who discovered that blood is circulatory, which kind of goes along with species, but there's lots of things on the earth with blood like that. And then the cosmos, which we see a lot of. This is where the first where we get our basic knowledge of the cosmos from, is these people realizing that the planets in our solar system revolve around the sun. We got other planets in our solar system, that kind of thing. So that is the end of that Prezi. Hope you enjoyed it. That's it.